What it do, gang? It's Shiesty Grows 420, and I'm back with another video. And in today's episode, I'm going to share with you guys another grow I completed in 2025. It was an outdoor grow, and in this grow, we did Cali Connection, Chem91SkunkVa, and we did Larry OG. Now, in this particular grow, unfortunately, I lost a lot of footage from the beginning of the grow, and I would say right now we're looking at probably around week 2, week 3 outside. And gang, I didn't really focus on this grow as much as I do my others, so these plants kind of just fended for themselves. I watered the same regimen I normally do. I did the Maxi Grow, Maxi Bloom at 5 milliliters per gallon. And I also did Silica and Cali Magic once a week. And as I always say, gang, you definitely got to figure out what works for you. And hey, if it's not broken, don't fix it. So this is what I use for all my grows, man. I keep it very, very simple, and it's cost effective. And if you're following my grows, then you see that my results are very nice for the tools used. But we have the Chem91SkunkVa right here in the front, and on the back row we have the Larry OG. And like I said, gang, these plants definitely did not receive the TLC that they deserve. But hey, North Atlantic ran a sale on Cali Connection seeds, and why waste the opportunity? Let's throw these bad boys outside and see what they do. And hey, that's exactly what we did. So rolling along, we looking at weeks of veg, and if you're a grower, you know weeks of veg outside is like night and day compared to indoors. Every week your plant grows huge. So right now, gang, we probably looking at week 6, maybe week 5 of veg outside. And you see these plants are huge. And majority of the time when I showed up to water these plants, they were drooping. Like I said, gang, they definitely did not receive the TLC they deserve. But I kept it going the best I could. And as you can see, gang, the plants, they really didn't suffer as much as I thought they would. They're still going strong. We see a little bit of yellowing, but that's because they're only in 5 gallon outside. And as you know, 5 gallon is not much if your plants are actually growing at a fast pace. They probably outgrew this 5 gallon bucket at this point. So really, outdoors, you have to decide, do you want to do a bucket, or do you want to actually plant them in ground and they can go to their full potential? But for me, I plant in buckets because you don't know what the weather will do. And outside, that is your main factor to growing good bud outside is the weather. If the weather is shitty, cancel Christmas. Your grow is going to be whack outside. So I plant in buckets so I can move my plants if need be. But most of the time, the weather, if it becomes too much of a hassle, it really doesn't matter if they're in buckets or not. You can just cancel it, man. You cannot defeat the weather outside. So with outdoor growing, definitely keep that in mind. The weather is your battle. As you can see, gang, we have crept our way into flower. And look, the Chem dog is growing pretty good. Look at the Chem. This is the Chem91SkunkVa in the front. Another Chem91. And then we have the Larry OG in the back. Both strains are from Cali Connection. So now that we've made our way into flower, it's time to add in our Cool Bloom liquid. Now, same ratio, we'll be using our Cool Bloom liquid at 5 milliliters per gallon. Now in veg, we were using Maxi Grow only at 5 milliliters per gallon, along with Silica and Cali Magic at 5 milliliters per gallon once a week. But now that we're rolling into flower, we're going half and half on the Maxi Grow and Maxi Bloom, adding in the liquid Cool Bloom at 5 milliliters per gallon. And we'll also keep our Silica and our Cali Magic once per week until we get kind of closer to the end of flower, and then we'll start dialing it back. But honestly, gang, I cannot complain. These plants are only getting watered once a week, maybe twice at the most. And as we noted, gang, they're definitely root bound. These plants are very huge for a 5 gallon. They probably was already root bound coming into flower. So the yellow one is definitely probably stemming from that. The pH is kind of staying the same. My pH is always kind of on point. So any yellow one is definitely coming from these plants. They just outgrew the 5 gallon, but we making it work. So as you see, gang, hey, it's coming along. It's coming along very nicely, very, very nicely. And Cali Connection plants are doing very well outside, I must say. Currently, we're looking at the Chem91SkunkVa, and we had a short pheno and we had a tall pheno. And as you can see, gang, the plants, they spreading their wings. Hey, they're not stopping. They're not stopping to grow. And we also got the Larry OG by Cali Connection as well. And you see both Larry OGs, they're kind of spot on. So those plants are definitely dialed in, because most of the time the plants do not look identical. But in this case, both Larry OGs look the same. So Cali Connection, so far, so good. And gang, we're looking at probably week 4 to week 5 of flower. And like I said, I'm watering these plants maybe once, maybe twice a week at the most. It's summertime, so most of the time when I come to water these plants, they're drooping down. So I'm just doing the best I can with this grow. And like I said, gang, it wasn't a must. So I basically planted the seeds and we're just seeing what it do. And as far as what I'm seeing right now, these plants are doing very well. And as you can see, we full on into flower mode. So we have put the Maxi Grow to the side. And we're only using Maxi Bloom at 5 milliliters, Liquid Cool Bloom at 5 milliliters. And we're knocking it out the park. We're still doing our silica and our Cali Magic once a week if able. Because like I said, gang, I'm only watering these plants once or twice a week. And they definitely probably need more water than that. But like I said, we making it do what it do. And as you can see, gang, I definitely cleared off some of the brush that was around the plants just to give it a little bit of air. Because at this point, we're fighting the humidity and we're definitely fighting the nighttime temperatures. It's starting to get a little breezy, and that only brings up the humidity more and more. And with these plants in the brush type of area that they're in, you're definitely going to have issues with bud rot and all of that. So I'm just trying to keep it down best way I can. So I definitely weeded around the plants and tried to cut down as much brush as I can. And as you can see, gang, these plants are definitely coming on into flower. They're doing their thing. The Chem91SkunkVa is looking very, very nice. The shorter pheno is definitely showing more frost than the taller pheno. The taller pheno is giving like a haze kind of look to me. But the Larry OGs in the back, they are identical. They look the same. Look at my homeboy. He wanted to get on cam, so I put him on cam. But back to the plants. And gang, as you can see, I had to remove a lot of plant matter. Fighting the bud rot, gang. Fighting the bud rot. So I had to remove a lot of plant matter, but this is what we have been left with. And like I said, gang, these plants did not receive the TLC that they deserve. So what we looking at, hey, is what we got out of the work that we put in, honestly. So, which I'm not upset with the grow. This sunlight is free, so why not grow some tree? But for real, gang, I just wanted to see what these seeds would do from Cali Connection, and they still grew nice. As you can see, we ain't left in the dust now. We ain't left in the dust. We still got us some proper smoke, gang. But these plants definitely did better than expected with the least amount of care this summer. So let me know in the comment section, gang, what y'all think of the grow. And I'll be checking back in next week with the harvesting video. And we also got the trimming and end results coming next. Let's go.
Just subscribed.